everybody, happy Monday. It's time for some yoga. Let's get going. We're going to do some yoga for flexibility today. So let's start in a standing position and we're going to roll that neck around and do our usual joint warm up here. Neck around in a circle and the other direction. And back and forward. One more time. Back and forward. And gently pull to the right and to the left. Shoulders up and back, up and back, up and back, forward and down, forward and down. Forward and down, arms overhead, clasping the hands together, stretching up on the toes, up on the toes, up on the toes, and reaching those hands behind, opening the chest. Oh. And release. Hands overhead, clasping the hands together, up on the toes, up on the toes, up on the toes. And this time we're going to do halfway forward fold, flat back, starting to warm up the lower back. Ooh, right into it. Ooh. And drop the hands, drop the head for a little deeper pull. Deeper forward fold. And take it over to the left, stretching that hip. And over to the right, stretching that left hip. Woo. Woo. And all the way up, hands overhead, clasped together, up on the toes, up on the toes, up on the toes. Forward fold, all the way down this time. Woo. And we're going to take those hands down, walk them out. Walk those feet back. Down into down dog. Pedal those feet. Hips raised toward the sky. Shoulders and chest reaching for the floor. Elongate that spine. Increase the flexibility in your hamstrings. Hi, oh, my assistant is here. We can continue. Fantastic. Keep pedaling it out, pedaling it out. And take the left foot up. Three-legged dog. And release. Pedal it out, pedal it out. Right leg goes up, three-legged dog. And release. Coming forward into plank. High plank, hold here for a second. Few breaths. And lowering down all the way, ooh, chaturanga to cobra. Let's spend some time down here in cobra, exploring. You can be in sphinx right here, pressing that belly into the ground, making sure you've got that nice bend to the back, releasing the lower back, increasing the flexibility, legs zip together, big toes touching. Thighs a little bit up from the ground actually. Those thighs tight. Pressing the hip bones into the floor, reaching the belly up. A few deep breaths here. And bring it on back up. A little deeper if you can, if you've got this one. Trying to keep those toes zipped together in the back is the hard part here. And release. Coming up to all fours. Wide knee stance. Cat-cow. hips over to the right, stretching that IT band, the hip flexor. Ooh, that feels good. And back through center and over to the left. Just swing those hips over and notice already that each side of your body is a little bit different. That's to be expected. And release. Coming down. Feet flat, sitting back on the heels, arms overhead, pressing the hands up, gazing up, a little bit of a back bend here, a little bit of weight on the heels. You curl that pelvis back, pressing the sit bones down on the heels. This is a good flexibility move for the ankles. Feels good. The longer that you hold it, just let those ankles loose. And release. Shoulder roll, shoulder roll. Hands overhead and gentle twist to the right. Hands overhead, gentle twist to the left. And coming back up onto the knees. This time we are going to reach behind. So try and reach your heels. Head back if you like, or you can keep your head up. And try and bend back and reach those calves. This is one to keep working toward. And release. Coming back to cat-cow. Woo! 2 or 3 times each direction. And slide that right knee forward, left leg back and straight. Now find your edge for pigeon. And keep it mobile, moving. Rocking back and forth. You're going to feel that stretch in the inner thigh, the piriformis. It's a little bit in the hip area as well. If you like, you can take your pigeon down and just breathe deep. Find that edge. And bring it on back up. We're going to slide that left knee in just a little bit. Come down onto our right hip. Grab that left foot. And nice quad stretch here. Also a little bit of mobility in the hip. A little bit of different mobility for the hip joint. Flexibility. And pull that leg in as tight as you like. You can leave it out there. Pull it across. Try and get it as close to your glutes as you can. A nice quad stretch. Seated quad stretch. And release. Coming back to all fours. Reset. Equalize. Cat-cow. 2 or 3 times, your own pace. Now slide that left knee forward, right leg goes back. Find your edge for your pigeon on the left. Might even feel a nice stretch in the right front hip. Few little rocks back and forth. And take it down. Find that edge. maneuver into it, and just hold for a few breaths here. And coming back up, sitting down on that left hip, bring that right ankle up, so you can see this. There we go. Nice stretch in the right quad. Bring that foot as close to the glute as you can, supporting yourself with the other hand. See, this one was a little bit easier to stretch than the other one. No two sides of everybody's body is exactly the same, so be generous to yourself and relax. This time we're going to swing that right leg around. Easy seat, head roll. Each direction. Hands overhead, tiny twist to the right. Tiny twist to the left. Yeah, let's get the soles of those feet together, pressing them together. Complete that energy circle. Complete the leg circle here. Yeah. Reaching forward, pressing those thighs down to the ground as best as you can. You may be up here, and that's fine. Work on that flexibility. Pulling those feet in. Flex. Everybody's got flexibility in different ways. A few more breaths here. And leaning forward just a little bit, deepen that stretch. Straight, nice flat back. Lengthening the spine. And release. Leave that right foot where it's at. Straighten that left leg. Ooh, flex that foot. Sit straight up. Turn the torso and reach down the leg as much as you can. You can use your other arm for support. Pressing into the thigh. Stretching, lengthening the hamstring. Working on our back body flexibility. And take a deep breath in and fold a little farther. And release. Right leg goes out. Wiggle side to side. Equalize those legs. You're going to notice one leg is a little bit easier and tighter. Or this leg should be a little tighter. This leg should be a little looser. As you attempt the wide leg forward fold, you can grab a strap and pull down, or grab your toes. Ooh, I got my toes today. Fantastic. Increasing the flexibility of our lower back and our hamstrings, so important. Gotta do it every day. Working it back up, left foot in, right leg straight, flex that foot, turn your torso and reach down the leg. Should be a little easier. Having done the wide leg forward fold first. For this side. Trick here is keeping that other hip, sit bone locked onto the floor. Don't let your hip come up. Using the other hand as support. And take a deep breath and a little bit farther down. See if you can reach a little bit more of your foot. Deep breath. And relax, release. Soles of the feet together. Secondary time. See how much easier and more flexible you are once your hamstrings are a little bit warmed up. Easy peasy. Press the soles of those feet together and bring it on down as far as you can. And release, coming onto our backs. Ooh. Oh. Take those knees to the right. Take the knees to the left. Bring that right knee in to the chest as far as you can. Left leg straight out. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, and release. Left knee in. Flex the foot. Right leg out. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, release. Legs to the right, legs to the left. Both knees into the chest. And roll around on that lower back. Nice little back massage. And rolling on up to a seated position. Whew. And we are done for today. Thank you for joining me. Hands to heart. Namaste. Have a great rest of your Monday. I'll see you guys tomorrow night at the run. Bye.